Let me ask you something that might shake you to your core. Have you started to feel a shift, a deep, undeniable sense that something is about to change in your life? Maybe it's subtle, like a quiet whisper in your soul, or maybe it's loud, like a persistent feeling that you're standing on the edge of something extraordinary. If you've been waiting, struggling, questioning, and hoping, I want you to know this: the wait is over. Your new divine life is not just coming, it's already here, unfolding in ways you might not yet fully understand. But why now? Why does this moment feel so significant? This is the first sign we need to talk about. Chosen ones, those of you who are deeply connected to your purpose, have been through a period of preparation. And preparation is not easy. It's often filled with pain, isolation, confusion, and even doubt. You've probably asked yourself, why does it feel like I've had to wait so long? Why does it seem like every door has been closed, every opportunity delayed, and every breakthrough just out of reach? The truth is, the waiting wasn't punishment, it was alignment. The universe wasn't holding you back, it was preparing you. Every delay, every setback, every unanswered prayer was part of the process to make sure you were ready. Not just ready for the blessings, but ready to hold them, expand them, and use them to fulfill your greater purpose. Take a moment and think back to everything you've endured, the heartbreaks, the disappointments, the times you felt invisible or forgotten. Do you realize now that those moments were shaping you, that they were breaking down the parts of you that couldn't handle the magnitude of what's coming? This is where the first sign appears. You begin to see the patterns. Suddenly, the chaos of your past starts to make sense. You realize that the pain wasn't random, it was pointing you toward your purpose. If you've started having these realizations, it's not a coincidence. It's a sign that the wait is over and your new divine life is already weaving itself into reality.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
But let me challenge you with this. Are you ready to let go of the old version of yourself? Because this is where most chosen ones hesitate. You've grown so accustomed to the struggle, to the waiting, that you might unconsciously cling to it. You've worn your past like armor, but now that armor is too heavy for the journey ahead. The universe is asking you to release it, to trust that you don't need to fight anymore, to believe that you are worthy of stepping into this new chapter, even if you don't fully understand what it looks like yet. Here's another sign that your new life is here. The things that once drained you no longer have power over you. Have you noticed that certain relationships, situations, or habits just don't feel the same anymore? Maybe you've outgrown the people who once held you back. Maybe the things you used to tolerate now feel unbearable. Or maybe you felt a deep urge to simplify your life, to remove anything that doesn't align with your highest self. This isn't just personal growth, it's spiritual alignment. The universe is clearing space for what's coming, and part of that process is removing anything that no longer serves you. But there's more. Have you started to feel moments of unexplainable peace, even in the middle of uncertainty? Maybe you've caught yourself smiling for no reason, or feeling a sense of calm that doesn't match your external circumstances. This is another sign. It's the universe's way of telling you you've passed the test, you've done the work. Now let me take it from here. This peace isn't just a feeling, it's a signal. It's the energy of your new divine life starting to integrate into your reality. Let me ask you this: what if all the waiting wasn't about the external? What if it was about transforming you from the inside out? Because here's the truth: the life you've been waiting for isn't just something that happens to you. It's something you step into. And to step into it, you have to become the person who is ready to receive it. This is why the signs are so important. They aren't just external markers, they're internal shifts. They're the universe showing you that you've become the person you were always meant to be. But I know what you might be thinking. What if I'm imagining this? What if it's just wishful thinking? Let me tell you this: the universe doesn't play games with chosen ones. If you're feeling these shifts, it's because they're real. The sense of anticipation, the patterns coming together, the peace that doesn't make sense, these are all signs that your wait is over. But here's the catch: you have to trust them. You have to believe that what you're feeling is valid, even if you can't see all the pieces yet. Doubt is the only thing that can delay what's already yours. So I'll leave you with this question: what would it look like to fully trust the process? To stop questioning, stop resisting, and simply step into the life that's been waiting for you all along. Because the truth is, your new divine life isn't just waiting for you, it's calling you. And all you have to do is answer. Now that you've begun to feel the shift, let's talk about how the universe unveils this new chapter in your life. Because here's the truth: when the wait is over, it doesn't always come with fireworks or grand announcements. Sometimes it arrives quietly, like the first light of dawn. Other times, it shakes your entire world, forcing you to see life in a completely different way. The question is, are you paying attention? Because the signs of your divine breakthrough are all around you, waiting for you to notice. One of the clearest signs that your new life is unfolding is a feeling of detachment from the old. You may find yourself looking at your life and realizing that things you once cared deeply about no longer hold the same weight. Have you noticed this? Maybe the goals you used to chase now feel empty, or the relationships you once fought to keep now seem to drain your soul. This isn't a loss, it's a shift. The universe is gently pulling you away from what no longer aligns with your purpose. It's creating space for the new, but it's up to you to let go of the old. But letting go isn't always easy, is it? Sometimes we hold on because it feels safe. We cling to our old identities, old habits, and old stories because they're familiar, even when they no longer serve us. This is where the universe steps in. When the wait is truly over, things that aren't meant for you will start to fall away, whether you're ready for it or not. This can feel unsettling, even painful. You might find yourself losing relationships, jobs, or opportunities that you thought were part of your path. But here's the secret: these losses aren't setbacks. They're redirections. They're the universe's way of clearing the path, making sure that nothing stands between you and the life that's waiting for you. Let me ask you something. Have you ever considered that the chaos you've experienced recently might actually be a blessing? What if the things falling apart in your life aren't falling apart at all, they're falling into place? What if the endings you're mourning are actually the beginnings you've been waiting for? This is the paradox of divine timing. It doesn't always look the way we expect, but it's always working in our favor. Another powerful sign of your breakthrough is a sudden surge of clarity. Have you felt it yet? That moment when everything seems to click, when the questions you've been asking for years suddenly have answers. This clarity might come in the form of a vision, a dream, or even a quiet, knowing deep in your soul. It's as if the fog that's been clouding your path begins to lift, and you can finally see the road ahead. Pay attention to these moments. They are gifts. They are the universe's way of saying, this is what you've been waiting for. This is where you're meant to go next. But here's the challenge: clarity requires action. It's not enough to see the path, you have to walk it. This is where many chosen ones falter. We receive the vision, we feel the calling, but we hesitate. We doubt ourselves. We let fear creep in, whispering, what if I'm not ready? What if I fail? But let me tell you something: fear is a liar. It's a relic of your old life, a remnant of the person you used to be. It has no place in your new divine life. The universe wouldn't have brought you this far just to let you fail. If you're being called to step forward, it's because you're ready even if you don't feel like it yet. Do you know what else happens when your breakthrough is near? Synchronicities start to appear everywhere. It's as if the universe is leaving breadcrumbs for you, guiding you toward your next step. Maybe you keep seeing the same numbers, like 1111 or 222. Maybe you keep running into the same people or hearing the same message over and over again. These aren't coincidences, they're signs. They're the universe's way of confirming that you're on the right path. The question is, are you paying attention? Are you following the breadcrumbs? Or are you dismissing them as random? Let me ask you one more question. What would happen if you stopped doubting the signs and started trusting them? What if you allowed yourself to believe that the universe is working with you, not against you? Because here's the truth, the signs are real. The shift is real. Your new divine life is real. The only thing standing between you and that life is your willingness to step into it. And here's the most beautiful part: once you step in, everything begins to flow. The struggles you faced, the battles you fought, the waiting you've endured, it all starts to make sense. You realize that the challenges weren't there to block you, they were there to prepare you, to strengthen you, to make sure you could handle the blessings that are now coming your way. So when the signs appear, and they will, don't hesitate. Don't second guess. Don't wait for more confirmation. Trust what you feel. Trust what you see. Trust that the universe has been working behind the scenes, aligning everything perfectly for this moment. And then take the leap. Because your new divine life isn't just waiting for you, it's calling you, louder and clearer than ever before. Now that you've started to recognize the signs, let's talk about the next step: activation. This is the moment where everything you've felt, everything you've seen, and everything you've been waiting for comes together. It's the moment when you stop waiting and start moving. Because let's be honest, recognizing the signs is only the beginning. The real transformation happens when you take action, when you step into your divine assignment with courage and intention. But how do you do that? How do you shift from simply observing the change to actively becoming the change? The first step is this: you must claim your new life. This sounds simple, but it's one of the hardest things for chosen ones to do. Why? Because claiming your divine assignment requires you to let go of the excuses, the doubts, and the stories you've been telling yourself about why you're not ready. It requires you to stop looking at your limitations and start focusing on your possibilities. Let me ask you something: how many times have you talked yourself out of your own greatness? How many times have you felt the pull towards something bigger, but told yourself, "I'm not good enough," or "it's not the right time"? The truth is, the only thing holding you back is you. But here's the good news: the moment you decide to claim your new life, the universe responds. It's as if everything around you shifts the moment you say, "I'm ready." Opportunities you couldn't see before suddenly become clear. Resources you didn't think you had are now within reach. People who can help you start to appear, as if by magic. This isn't a coincidence, it's alignment. When you step up, the universe meets you halfway. But you have to make the first move. Have you felt that pull yet? That inner knowing that it's time to stop playing small? That's your divine assignment calling you. And here's the thing: your assignment isn't just about you. It's about the people you're meant to impact, the lives you're meant to touch, and the ripple effect you're meant to create. Chosen ones don't just awaken for themselves, they awaken for the world. Your light, your wisdom, your unique gifts are needed now more than ever. But let me ask you this: are you willing to step into that responsibility? Are you willing to embrace the fact that you've been chosen not just to live a good life, but to create a life that inspires and uplifts others? Stepping into your divine assignment also means stepping out of your comfort zone. Let me be real with you, this isn't going to be easy. Activation requires you to face your fears head-on. It requires you to take risks, to put yourself out there, and to trust that the universe will catch you even when you can't see the safety net. Have you been playing it safe? Have you been waiting for the perfect moment to start? If so, I need you to hear this: the perfect moment doesn't exist. The only moment you have is now. But here's the beauty of activation: the more you step forward, the more your fears start to fade. With every action you take, you build momentum, and with that momentum comes confidence. You begin to realize that the things you were afraid of, the judgment, the failure, the uncertainty, were never as powerful as you thought. You start to trust yourself, to trust yourself, to trust your path, and to trust the process. And in that trust, you find freedom. Let's talk about trust for a moment, because it's one of the most important aspects of activation. Trusting your path doesn't mean you'll always know where it leads. It doesn't mean you'll have all the answers, or that everything will go exactly as planned. Trust is about surrender. It's about having faith that even when things don't make sense, they're still working in your favor. Have you ever experienced a moment where something you thought was a setback turned out to be a blessing in disguise? That's trust in action. That's the universe showing you that it's always guiding you, even when the road feels uncertain. But trust isn't just about the universe, it's also about trusting yourself. Do you trust that you're capable of handling the life you've been asking for? Do you believe that you're strong enough, wise enough, and worthy enough to fulfill your divine assignment? Because here's the truth: the universe can only give you what you're willing to receive. If you don't believe in your own worthiness, you'll block the very blessings you've been waiting for. So let me ask you this: what would it look like to fully trust yourself? To believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that you are enough, right here and right now. Activation also means taking responsibility for your energy. As a chosen one, your energy is your power. It's what attracts the right people, the right opportunities, and the right circumstances into your life. But it's also what repels them if you're not aligned. Are you protecting your energy? Are you nurturing your spirit, staying grounded, and surrounding yourself with people who uplift you? Or are you allowing distractions, negativity, and fear to drain your light? Remember, your energy is sacred. Treat it as such. Finally, activation is about consistency. It's not enough to take one step and then stop. You have to keep moving, even when it feels hard, even when you're tired, even when you don't see the results right away. The universe rewards persistence. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you've been waiting for. So don't stop, keep going. Because the moment you fully step into your divine assignment, you'll realize that everything you've been waiting for has been waiting for you too. This is it. The moment you've been waiting for, the life you've been preparing for, it's here. You felt it calling you, nudging you, and now you're stepping into it fully. But what does it mean to actually live in your new divine reality? What changes? What stays the same? And how do you sustain this new way of being, not just for a moment, but for the rest of your life? Living in your divine reality means embracing a new way of seeing yourself, the world, and your purpose. You are no longer bound by the limitations of who you used to be. The stories of unworthiness, fear, and doubt that once held you back no longer define you. You've outgrown them. But here's the thing: even though you've stepped into this new reality, remnants of your old self might still try to pull you back. Old habits, old thought patterns, and even old relationships might resurface, testing your commitment to this new version of yourself. Let me ask you something: are you prepared to protect your new life? Because this is where many chosen ones falter. They step into their divine reality, but don't realize that it requires continuous care and attention. Your new life is like a garden. It will flourish if you nurture it, but it can wither if you neglect it. This means being vigilant about what you allow into your energy. It means saying no to anything that doesn't align with your highest purpose, even if it's difficult. It means being intentional about your thoughts, your actions, and the people you surround yourself with. But one of the most profound shifts in your new reality is the understanding that you are no longer waiting for life to happen to you. You are creating it. You are creating it. You are no longer a passive participant in your story, you are the author. You begin to see that every choice you make, every thought you think, and every action you take is shaping your reality. This is both empowering and humbling. Empowering because you realize the incredible power you hold, and humbling because you understand the responsibility that comes with it. But let me ask you this, are you ready to take full responsibility for your life? Because stepping into your divine reality means owning every part of it, the good, the bad, and the in-between. It means acknowledging that even the challenges you face are part of your growth. It means no longer blaming external forces for your circumstances and instead asking, what is this teaching me? How can I grow from this? This level of accountability is what separates those who merely touch their divine reality from those who fully live in it. Another key to living in your new reality is gratitude. Gratitude is the energy that keeps you aligned with the frequency of abundance and divine connection. Have you noticed how life seems to flow more easily when you're in a state of gratitude? This isn't just a coincidence, it's a law of the universe. Gratitude amplifies everything you focus on. When you're grateful for what you have, you attract more to be grateful for. But here's the secret: gratitude isn't just about the big things. It's about the small, seemingly insignificant moments that make up your day. The warmth of the sun on your face, the smile of a stranger, the quiet moments of peace. Are you taking the time to notice these things? Because the more you do, the more you anchor yourself in your divine reality. Living in your divine life also means embracing your unique role in the collective awakening. As a chosen one, your journey isn't just about you, it's about the impact you have on the world around you. Your light is meant to inspire, to heal, and to guide others. But here's the truth: you don't have to force this impact. You don't have to try to save anyone or prove your worth. Simply living in alignment with your purpose, being authentically you, is enough. Your energy alone will create ripples that reach farther than you can imagine. Let me ask you one final question. What would it feel like to fully own the fact that you are living in your divine reality right now? Not tomorrow, not someday, but in this very moment. Because the truth is, you've already arrived. You've done the work, you've passed the tests, and now it's time to live fully in the blessings you've been waiting for. This doesn't mean life will suddenly be perfect. Challenges will still arise, but they will no longer feel like barriers. Instead, they will feel like stepping stones, opportunities to deepen your wisdom and expand your light. You'll begin to see life not as something happening to you, but as something happening for you. Every moment, every experience is part of the divine tapestry that is your life. So here you are, standing in your new reality. The wait is over. Your divine life has arrived. All that's left is to trust it, embrace it, and live it. Because this is what you were born for. This is why you were chosen. And now, the world is waiting for you to shine.